Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Android tutorial. Today I think that we should add health to our enemies and also add a little health bar above their heads when they are running around the game. So without further ado, let's go! In our last episode we added health to the player and also allowing the player to die or making it so that he could be killed. As we can see here, he is losing health right now. And we also added a new type of game state, which is, I think we called it dead. I don't remember. Death screen. That's what we called it. We called it death screen, and if the player dies, then we switch to that game state. So that is our current state of the game, and we can just stop this. So yeah, let's just dive right into it. I think the easiest to do is to simply add health to our skeleton and work our way from there, adding methods to hurt the skeleton and also then later add code that visualize the health of the skeleton. And I think I had a little bit of a tunnel vision last episode because I put the health values in the playing UI class, which is kind of wrong. Because we're gonna add health to the skeleton, and if we add any other enemies or NPCs later on, they're also going to have health. So why not just put health in our character class? Because the player extends character, skeleton extends character, so why not just put it in the character class? So that's the first thing. Let's just take let's comment this out and take it and go to our character class and simply add private. Maybe we can add the same but change the names of these. Max player health, but max character health, current. Now we can just call it max health and current health. And we're not gonna set the values in here, but we might have a protected void set health. Yeah, maybe. And we're gonna have int health. So set health. Maybe we should set start health. Set start health. That's fine. So max health equals health, and then this dot health. No. Current health equals max health. So we're setting max health and then current health to that max health, and save that. And we're gonna have some errors in here, which is fine because we're gonna check that from the player, reset player health. That might be a good method to have in our character. So let's put it up here where we just had it. So public, maybe public void reset character health. And what we do here is just to say current health equals max health. I think that's all that method did. Current player health equals max player. Yep. And then we can comment it out for now. What else? We need some way of reducing the health. We should probably have it in here somewhere, right? The player gets hurt, minus health. Damaged player, here we go. Because there will be different type of characters, this check for a new game state is maybe something we put after. So one method damage the player or the character, another method checks for the current health. If the current health is less than 0, then we do something, but because we're gonna have different types of characters, putting it in the same method might not be the ideal way. So we're just gonna have a simple public void damage character int damage And then this dot current health plus equal or minus equals damage. And of course we will need to be able to see or get the value. So public int get max health, public int get current health. And then we just check if current health is less than 0, then do something or whatever we want to do. So this damage player we can also comment out. And now for the player. In the constructor, there we go. After super, we say set start health 600, was it? What was the starting health here? 600 and then, okay, fair enough. So that would be 6 hearts. And I think now we just need to switch these errors and we will have a functioning game again. Player health. We don't have access to player here, right? So we have to go player equals playing.getPlayer. Import the class. Never used it in here. Okay, cool. Player.get, what was it? Max player health. Player.get max health divided by 100 and then player.get current player health or current health to get the heart values correct. Right now the player cannot be hurt, but we did call that from somewhere, so let's just see. By running it we're gonna get an error. Here we go. It's in the playing class, intersects playing UI dot damage player. Don't I have access to player? We can say player dot damage character. What was it? Character get damage. Okay, so player dot damage character which is now the skeleton get damage. I think that was correct. But we're gonna comment this one out because we want to test and just see. So I mean, we can keep it, we can actually keep it. And of course, if, let's just add an if check here. Check player dead. And this check player dead was simply if player dot get current health is less than equal to 0, player is dead. You know what? No, we can make it a little bit fancier. I don't know if you want to call fancy, but if player dot get current health is more than 0, return. Otherwise we do all that down here. So what do we do? Did we change the game state? Because I remember we had, first we changed the state and then we reset the player health. Okay, then we can remove it. Game.change set current game state, game.gamestate.death screen, then player.reset character health. And of course, the more the game develops, the more things are gonna happen here. Right now we're just switching to death screen and resetting the health. What can we do then? I think we should just test this, right? To see if we switch the code properly so we can easily add health to our skeleton. You died. Oh, that's because we start in death screen state. That's fine. And Mr. Skeleton is not having a great day. Let's help him out by killing him. There we go. Let's see. Everything seems to be working. I still can take damage. This guy needs to work on his aim. But yeah, let's see if I die here. What happens? And I died. Menu. Perfect. But let's switch that game state, shall we? Not starting in death screen, we're gonna start in menu. Now let's go ahead and add health to our skeleton, just like we did to our player a second ago. So in here, set start health. Let's keep it simple. 100 is a skeleton's health. And I think we should have set damage. It's not in the skeleton class, but it's in the character class. Set damage. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Set attack damage. That's what I call it. Close that one down. So the player is doing 50 damage. The skeleton had 100 health, so that's two hits. We're gonna change that for a second. So we just do it like that, and we're setting 10 damage because it's gonna be easier to see the progress of the health bar as it goes down. If we only had 50, that would 2 hits, and we wouldn't see that much information. But yeah, set start health, perfect. Player, where do we update the player's behavior? Playing, maybe. Check player attack, here we go. Here, let's see, here we have the camera values. We can minimize that. And if we the current list, going over the skeletons, if we hit, attack checked. Okay, so this is the one we need to change. So let's just go ahead and add some brackets here. And put that back in there. And what we can do here is to do what? We simply say, where's the skeleton? S dot damage character player get damage. And then we need to check, should we have a method in the character class, or should we have one for, because we need a method just like with the player. Where did we have it? Player, here we go, this method. Should we have a method like this in the character, so we can just call character dot check for death, or in the skeleton, because if we have it in the character, it's just gonna die. We just set it to active false, but if it's in the skeleton class, we could do some animations later on, or allow for it. So we can say start death animation. Once death animation is done in the skeleton class, it sets to false. We can always move it. Yeah, let's just have one down here. Public void set skeleton inactive. Active equals false. Alright, so after we damage the character, oops, we go if s dot current health less than or equal 0, s dot set skeleton inactive. And yes, I think that's what we need to do. So let's try this and see what happens when we actually hurt the skeleton. So let's get one of them here. There we go, he died eventually. So it's 10 health per attack. So it seems to work. Now we can work on adding that health bar for our enemies. And where do we add that? To our playing list, or wherever we draw a character. So draw, there we go. In our draw character, character attack, bam. If character dot is current get current health is less than c.get max health, meaning we damaged it. So if it's full health, there's no point in showing the health bar. But if they are damaged, then we can show the health bar. And it's not going to be very difficult to figure out where it goes. We have the hitbox, and we're going to place it at the top of the hitbox. So we might just need to move a little bit in the Y direction, but X position and width is going to be pretty simple to get. And what do? We do canvas.draw line, bar, rect. I don't think rectangle is full. Let's go draw line, because we can control the line width or the line size by just changing some values in paint that we have at the very top here. I mean, we haven't been using it for a while, so we can change the stroke width here for a health bar, which is very nice. I actually think we're using red paint for the hitbox. But anyway, draw line. We have character.get hitbox.left plus camera X, and for Y we have c.get hitbox.get top, that's Y, plus camera Y. Then we need a second position, which will be c.get hitbox. Let's go right. No, yeah, let's just show it. Let's just show a bar, and then we fix the bar size. So yeah, and plus camera, not Y but X, and c.get hitbox.top plus camera Y. And for the paint, red paint. We're gonna create a specific paint for this, but let's remove the if first of all. Or actually, why don't we just add a public, no, private void draw health bar instead of keeping it in there. So we need a canvas and a character C. Draw health bar canvas and see, yep. And let's move that over here. And let's move those bars and comment it out just so we can see it all the time now. That's easier to read. Left, right, camera X, yeah, that looks good or correct. So we do have a health bar, but it's just 1 pixel in size. And it's a little bit high, so we need to, or a little bit low actually. So we need to put it up a little bit. And I think we can just go plus 5. So play game constant dot sprite dot scale multiplier. But yeah, we're gonna take that, and then for camera Y plus that, or rather minus. My bad. Because we're gonna move upwards, and at the top is 0, at the left is 0. Let's see. Okay, that health bar is looking much better in position, at least. Now we should probably add a new paint here, I think. We do have red paint, final red paint. We're gonna add 2 paints actually. Health bar red, health bar black, because we're gonna have a background, so it's much easier to see when the health bar starts to become smaller and smaller. But we do have errors here, so let's just add a method init health bars. Create the method. Oops. Maybe this don't work. Health bar red equals new paint. Health bar black equals new paint. Are you complaining because, alright. Init HealthBar is no fine. Not ideal, but whatever. HealthBar red equals, or rather set stroke width. Let's go with 10 and see what that gives us. HealthBar red dot set style. We're gonna copy this style. And of course the very color. HealthBar red dot set color red. Alright, HealthBar black dot set stroke width 12. Let's give it a try. And HealthBar black dot set style paint dot style dot stroke. HealthBar black dot set color dot black. All right. Where is it? Down here maybe. Green indicates new. So not red paint, but health bar red. Let's give it a try. Alright, so those health bars are looking better. So now we can actually see them. But let's go ahead and copy this entire line of code. And here we go, health bar black. So now we should have a background. I don't see anything that we need to change, no? Yes, there's a little bit of health or black. Maybe should have 14, so it's 2 pixels in either side. I think that's how it works at least. Let's give that a try. Or we could have minimized the health bar, but these are things that you can adjust as you see fit. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Alright, perfect. Now let's add a way for us to minimize or make the health bar smaller as we damage it. And that is not gonna be too difficult. We will need to do a little bit of math, but that's alright. And yeah, let's just get the values in order. So we need a width for the health bar, or this line, and that is going to be float full bar width, if you will, equals c.get hitbox dot width. And then we need a float percent of max health is equal to I think we're gonna need to current c dot get current health divided by c dot get max health. And then we go float bar width is equal to full bar width times percent of max health. And then we want to draw that, but we want to draw it so it goes to the center. So it's not like World of Warcraft, which goes from the right to the left, and once it hits the very left it dies. We want to have it, I don't know, some game most likely have it, where the bar goes closer and closer to the center of the health bar, and once it's 0 it just dies and disappears. But it minimizes towards the center of the health bar. I think that's a nicer way of doing it. So what do? We want a new start position. We want to have an the difference, so the bar width, if we have, for example, now half, then we also have half that is empty, and we want half of the half, or half of what is empty on one side and half what is empty on the right side of the bar. So we are gonna go float x start equals bar width, or rather x start x delta, let's go x delta, times No. Full bar width minus bar width, and of course we're gonna keep it on the other side or one side, so it need to divide it by 2. And we have a yellow line here. Float. All right, they're integers. Let's cast one over to float. Because this is an integer divided by an integer, then you get integer division. So we don't have any float value coming out of that unless we recast one of them over to float. So that's why. And then x delta plus. So what do we do here? We go x delta, the left plus x delta, and then we go x. The second position is also plus x delta, but also plus bar width. Yeah, because the smaller this one is, the bigger this one gets. So let's say it's 50 half, so to speak. Then we move this one 25. Let's say everything is 100. It's a very easy number to work with. So bar width, full bar width is 100. We have lost half our health. The bar is now 50 pixels. Then we have this one, which is 100 minus 50 divided by 2 is 25. So we move it forward 25, then plus the bar width, which is 50, so we ends on 75. So we have 25 on the left side and 75 on the right side, so they are then equal. And I think that is going to work. Let's give it a try. Maybe you can do this with less calculations, but it's easier to read this way at least. And that is not looking correct. What the hell? Oh, because we are using dot right, we should be using dot left. That makes that it's gonna make it look a little bit better. There we go. And if we say hello to this guy, and I mean, that is looking good. Let's see if it works on this guy too. Obviously it's going to. But instead of the health going to the left, we now have a health bar that minimizes towards the center. And that is really good. Perfect. And one last thing is to remove this check, or add back that check. So if they have full health, there's no need for them to show their health bar. Just annoying. So let's see, he's full health, now he's not, and start taking damage. And bye. So yeah, that is looking really good. Alright folks, that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any ideas what the next episode should be about, and or adding to this game, let me know in the comments below. I'm a little bit torn on what to do, so I'd love to hear your feedback or your suggestions, so just leave them in the comments below. I also want to say thank you to D3splay for becoming a member. I appreciate, mate. Welcome to the club. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. There will be more videos. Take care now and have a wonderful day. Bye.